Hello, I'm Carrie and I'm back with another reading for you all. And this time we've got a pick a card reading. It is a yes or no reading, and the topic is going to be on romantic relationships. So right now we're still in Mercury retrograde time, and that's like a time of high communication, and it can even be a time for like exes to come back or even like new love to come like very quickly. Like people might confess their love for you during this time. And I was like, why not do a yes or no reading if people are wondering like, is this person for me or not? You can get a very simple answer as to whether or not this person is for you. This is a reading though. Use your personal discernment on this. It's a collective reading. So if the messages do not resonate, please don't accept those. Leave them for someone else. So we've got three piles. We're answering a yes or no question. So I'm using my Angel Answers Oracle deck, which is this one. It's going to give us some nice yes or no answers, and then I've got some clarifying cards. First, before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for just being a part of this reading. I'm going to move on to pile number one. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right, pile one. So we've got our main cards. I only wanted to select one card to give us a yes or no answer, but it looks like you all have two. So I guess we'll work with that. First we have, to answer yes or no when it comes to romantic love, we've got improving health, and we've got no need to worry. So if you're asking about somebody, like a specific relationship, this could literally be maybe the beginning of the relationship and you're just not sure like where it's going to go, or if this relationship is going to be one that you will continue to be in. This can also be like if someone is coming back and you are both kind of like getting back into the swing of things. That's what I think of when I see improving health. It's just like the relationship is improving. There's no need for you to worry about the direction it's going to go yet, because it's kind of like it's still being worked on. Like there's still many things to be done in the relationship. So that's why I'm thinking you two could either be like in a newly formed relationship where it's just kind of too early to tell, or if you're trying to get back together with someone, or someone's trying to get back together with you, and you're still trying to figure out whether or not this is a relationship that's going to be good for you. It's like no need to worry. You're still still working on things. So like you might be noticing some red flags maybe, or some whatever's between green and red, yellow flags that you're not quite sure of. You're like, hey, what's going on here? Or you might be trying to figure out what their values and beliefs are, trying to see if they're in alignment with yours. But I just keep feeling this feeling of there's more to be known, more to be said, more to be discovered. Like just not enough information. You don't have enough information right now to determine whether or not this relationship is for you. But they're saying no need to worry because you're going to get all the information that you're needing. So it's like this relationship is not one in which you would need to worry about at this time. That's the energy I'm getting. So if it's a romantic relationship, I don't feel like you all would have been together for a very long time. Only take this as if it resonates for you. And I don't feel like it's very serious just yet. It's just like let me see. Let me think. I'm also getting like no need for you to put a lot of energy into this just yet. It's kind of like allow it to flow and go. Another message that I'm getting too, I specifically asked for romantic relationships, but this could be a friendship or a family ship as well in this interpretation of these cards. But there could be somebody in your life who is sick. They might even have cancer. They might have like an illness that it makes you fear for their lives. And that's why I'm seeing this improving health, no need to worry. It could also be your loved one, as in the person you're in a relationship with. Maybe you're asking, are they going to be okay? And it's like, they're getting better. Improving health, no need to worry. It's kind of like, stay positive and make sure you're praying. Make sure just because I see this energy of like upliftment, make sure you're uplifting them and making them feel, loved and cared for. So that's like a separate message that I'm getting. But to go back to the love relationship message, so I pulled some more cards just to get some information about who this person is that we're talking about. These are the ones from the Energy Oracle deck. You've got community and woman holding a heart. So this is interesting. This is about this person. So first I see 7 and 44. I don't know if those are numbers that are specific to you two, or something like numbers that you resonate with, but they kind of stood out to me. So if those are numbers that you connect with, then this reading can definitely be for you. Also, just like the number 44, because it adds up to 8. 8 is one of my favorite numbers, but 44 is all about stability. It's also a master number. And if you add these two together, it's like 7 and then 8, so it could be steps forward. But the message that I'm getting here when I see community and women holding a heart, this person that we're talking about is somebody who is loved by their greater community. So they're going to be somebody who's, out there doing the work, out there, like, especially because we have women holding a heart, literally probably nurturing the community. So this could be a woman, especially because we see women holding a heart, or this could just be somebody who is very heart-based in the things that they do. So they could be like a social worker, or be like someone who like gives back to the community, as in like, say somebody who works at the Boys and Girls Club, or like here on Kauai, there's a lot of people who help with beach cleanups. They really help with like water quality. There's a lot of people in nonprofits. I kind of get that type of energy for this person that we're talking about, like somebody who doesn't like say work from home and do their own thing on the side. Like they're going to be somebody who's very much involved in what's going on in the greater community, like for the greater good. They could even really be into politics too. This is the person that we're talking about, because I want them to get, I'm like, who are we talking about? Let's get some energy on that. Also, with that same thing being said about somebody who's like nurturing and caring, it could be another thing when it comes to the improving health. They could be someone who is taking care of other people too. And you might be wondering if those people who are around them are going to be safe and okay. But saying it's okay, no need to worry, improving health. So this romantic relationship is gonna, I just feel like there's gonna be a lot of people involved, not necessarily within the direct relationship, but like there's a lot of people around this person. They're not just, always alone. And I also wanted to pull some of these tea leaf cards to get a better idea of the situation. Let's see. Pineapple, reconciliation. So that's interesting, because we have improving health, and I was just saying that it may be a relationship that you're trying to work on, but you don't really know where it's going. It's like, don't worry about it. It's being worked on. There might be some things that you're concerned about, but remember that it's in the beginning stages. And we've got rat. Someone working against you behind your back. So this might be the thing that you're worried about. Like, are they for me? Are they down for me? Like, are they talking about me behind my back? Are they going to be faithful to me? Like that kind of thing, something that you might be worried about. Next, we've got increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So to me, I'm seeing that is in the improving health again. It may be something that this person is working on. You're wondering, like, are they going to be, especially if you've been on your spiritual path for a while, are they going to be leveled up like me? Are they like, do they have the same values that I have? Are they in alignment with me? A couple more. Wind chimes. Peace and harmony. Yes, no need to worry. It'll be peace and harmony. Just give it some time. And then one more. Flag. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. All right. I love it. I'm just going to put that over here. Yeah, sometimes, like, especially when you're in a new relationship, you don't know whether or not you're going to be compatible with someone. You would want to force the compatibility by just being like a yes person, like, yeah, this is okay, yeah, that's fine, when it's really not fine, it's not okay. But it's basically saying that you will be able to still hold your standards even with this person. Like, it's gonna be okay. You don't have to worry about the compatibility. Even like, I'm thinking about somebody who, like, you seriously like you like so much, you just really want to be with that person. Sometimes you're tempted to lower your standards, and it's like, no, there's no need to do that. Things are improving between you and them. Like, they're getting better. You are growing closer to each other in your relationship. There is no need to change anything right now. It's just like, keep moving forward, keep walking forward. No need to worry. Like, the relationship is going good. That's what I'm getting. So, it's, of course, these angel answers oracle cards don't always give us straight cut yes or no answers. It's giving us improving health and no need to worry right now. And I really feel like the energy of, like, as long as you're doing what you need to be doing in the relationship, as in being yourself, then everything's going to go well. Make sure you're being yourself. You're standing up to your, like, for your boundaries and your beliefs. And you're allowing this person to be themselves too. And you're understanding, like, truly how you all would work out together. Then I got 2 cards of advice. These are from Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So let's get the 2 cards of advice. We've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And we've got past life relationship. You have known each other before. Yeah, so I'm really feeling like this could literally be somebody you really like, and you want to make sure it's going well. You want to make sure it's going to work. It's saying that you all, I don't know, like I don't always feel like past life relationships are the ones that you must be in, you have to be in, but it's like there's an affinity between you two. There's a thing going on between you two that you might just kind of feel. I feel like sometimes with the past life relationships or soulmates, you kind of feel that affinity between you and the other person, and it's like a higher, it's to me sometimes easier for you to stay together and be together if you have that already. I won't say it's the only way, because I certainly don't believe that we can only be with our soulmates. I believe that there's more than one type of relationship that we can have, but you and this person, it might be a little bit easier between you two. You might just automatically like be attracted and drawn to each other. You might automatically have some of the same things that you like to do. And so, especially with this attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Like it's really even doubling down on that energy of you being yourself, you showing up, making sure that you stand up for yourself, making sure that things that they know, like the real you, the things about you that you like, what you don't like, what food do you like, blah blah blah. Because like the more you that you are is the more that you all are going to attract each other. Because it's like, if this is like a past soulmate energy, you've known each other in a previous life, so you know the real you, not like the, oh, I'm gonna be cute and I'm gonna pretend like I don't eat, a lot on the first date. I'm gonna get a salad. No, like be you and be whatever, get the ribs that you want to have, that you love ribs. And they're gonna be like, you know what, I love ribs too. And that's how you're gonna find the commonalities between each other, and that's how you're gonna get to know each other better and see that you really and truly belong in each other's lives. So it's like getting down to who you truly are. That's the thing that's gonna help keep you all, together, and help for you to not need to worry. It's like, don't worry, you do belong, but at the same time, you don't need to work on your relationship, because just because it's a soulmate does not mean that you're automatically going to be compatible. You still got to work on it. Like it's a normal relationship. You got to work on it. Okay, pile one. That's what I'm getting for you. This is a maybe, because it doesn't say yes. It does not say no. So I'm going to say it's in the middle. It's maybe. But there's no need to worry about this relationship. Just keep being yourself. Keep showing up. And everything's going to be okay. Okay, we're going to move on to pile two. Okay, pile two. So this is the answer to your yes or no question when it comes to your love or romantic life. We've got yes, not just yes, yes exclamation mark. So if you're asking, is this the one? Is this my person? Are they for me? The answer is yes. I always want to be like, okay, take this with a grain of salt though, because the universe is very interesting in how it works. But we'll get some clarification cards before we talk about that. So the answer for you is yes, and then I wanted to pull some clarification cards just to understand who are we talking about. Who is this person? We've got storm warning and journey. Okay, so this person for you is gonna be I don't what's coming up for me is, especially when we see storm warning and journey, I see this person is gonna be the next person to like really change your life and level you up when it comes to love or romantic love. So they literally might come in, you know how Miley Cyrus says, like a wrecking ball. Like they might come in and completely change up your life. So this could be in a super positive way, as in, like the fairy tale of the guy coming to sweep the girl off of her feet, or even like the guy when he walks into the coffee shop, he sees the girl and he can't stop looking at her. Like this is that type of feeling that you would have in this relationship. It's like a very magnetic thing, like someone who is going to just like, you'll look at them and you'll just know, this is my person, this is who I'm meant to be with, like that type of relationship. But the thing I always say about relationships, and when it comes to the universe, this is going to be the next relationship to like help you level up, to help you grow, to help you learn. That's why when I see this journey card, like they're going to take you on a whole new journey. I'm literally hearing A Whole New World by I don't remember who sings it, but it's the song from Aladdin, A Whole New World. Like they're going to show you something completely different, something new that you've never experienced. So this can literally be a love like no other, as in you've never been loved like this before. This can be like someone who's going to, what's that word? Paradigm shift. Like show you concepts and things you never even understood, like a different way of living and being, that type of energy. If they're not that for you, you would be that for them. And even seeing yourself, like if you were the one showing the new things, seeing yourself as a teacher and as the lover in that aspect, in that way, it's kind of like going to be a whole new way of being. Like, because Storm Warning, this is the Tower card. It's like a whole new, it's like everything's new, everything's different, everything's, even every day with them could be a literal adventure. Like it's just, they're just bringing that love, that fun, that joy into your life. And because I'm seeing the sun and the moon here, they could literally also be doing the opposite for you. They could be showing you, they could be giving you some contrast. Only take this as if it resonates with you, because I don't like to just sit in the clouds and be like, oh, relationships are so wonderful and so amazing. But sometimes those really extreme relationships can be pretty volatile when it comes to like love in your everyday life. When we're talking about major changes, it can be a little bit extreme sometimes. And so I want to make sure I get the other side of the coin as well. So this could also be one of the relationships that can take you to some extreme lows, take you through depression, or help you kind of, like sometimes a relationship that can be full of contrast can help you show, like, see who you are. Like this is actually who you are, and this is something that I don't deserve. But maybe I didn't know that before I was in this relationship, and now I do. I know I don't have to deal with this. I know I don't have to deal with, you know, someone else's mental health issues. I don't have to deal with someone else's like addiction. I don't have to deal with that. Like it helps you to kind of see, like, these are the things that can be no's for me. I can say these are my red flags. These are my non-negotiables. So it's kind of helping you to learn this lesson. So take it as it resonates with you. It can be something extremely positive, like an extremely positive change, an extremely positive relationship, or it can be the opposite. I also wanted to pull some of these tea leaf cards just to get a little bit more information about the situation. So let me pull these down so we can clarify a little bit better. First, we've got Cracked Cup, dissatisfaction with life. So if you're feeling dissatisfied with life right now, you will not be. As soon as this person comes in, they're just going to change your life. They're going to change your world. So I'll put this over here with Storm Warning. You know, sometimes you're like, oh, I just wish this relationship would come. I just want to be swept off my feet, blah, blah, blah. Like that, this is the person that's going to, like, take away this dissatisfaction with life. We've got bird flying, news is on the way. So in the introduction, I don't know if you watched this, but I was talking about how Mercury retrograde can bring people back. They can bring conversations back. They can literally bring people who have been like waiting on the sidelines, crushing on you. It can bring them back too. And they can actually, you know, speak up. So this could be someone who has been crushing on you as well. They're finally brave enough to say something. We've got dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. So again, with this Storm Warning, I was saying that this person is it's gonna be like an extreme highs, and it also could be extreme lows. It's like one of those types of relationships. So you could be going through some things with them, like, in literally, because we're talking about a romantic relationship, you can be learning some lessons like, okay, who am I? What is love to me? Like it could be something that's like one of those defining relationships that helps you understand truly who you are, what you deserve, what you believe in. Then we've got mountain, major challenges to overcome. So because I saw the yes with the exclamation mark, this person could be somebody who's in your life, who's literally going to be there for the rest of your life, who's like walking you up and down these mountains. Like they're going to be by your side as you overcome these challenges in life, and you're going to overcome challenges together because it's your person. Then we've got vine, seek out information that will help you. Again, one of these relationships that I believe is going to help you understand yourself better. Then last one, mice, discord among friends or family. So if this person is going to come in, sweep you off your feet, and completely like change your life, maybe your friends and family won't be too happy with that. They might think it's too fast or whatever. So it could have some discord when it comes to your life and those changes. Or this person themselves could have like maybe their relationships with their family isn't solid, or maybe their way of loving could be a little bit different than yours. So I see that. Right, and I also wanted to get some cards of advice just to understand how to handle this situation. So we've got it. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So I like this card because, or these cards, because it's talking about like, I was telling you about extreme highs and lows when it comes in love. And sometimes we can be afraid to even love because of those extreme highs and lows. It can kind of make us feel like, oh no, I can get hurt. I can blah, blah, blah. But you can also love. You can also love very deeply. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like, it is safe for you to love. It's safe for you to open your heart fully in love no matter what you receive back. Because it's like the bravery of you choosing to make those decisions is a thing. Like you opening your heart, you being like fully out there is the thing. Like that's the lesson that we're learning when it comes to love. It's like I can trust others. I can allow other people in my life. I can, share myself with others, all that kind of stuff. And I will still be okay at the end of the day, no matter what happens between me and this other person. I know that myself, whatever your name is, you know that you're going to be okay. You're going to be yourself. You're just going to have accumulated new lessons, new information. You're going to have loved someone new. You're going to have like taken parts of yourself, like some of your favorite things. Maybe you will introduce those to the other person, and then that other person might introduce it to other people. You're like spreading love around. So never be afraid to love based on what the outcome could possibly be. That's what it's saying. It is safe for you to love. And then retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So I get multiple things off of that. Number one, it's time to disconnect from the world, as in when your person comes in, y'all are going to be in y'all's own world. Remember I said a whole new world, like things are just going to be different for you. It might not necessarily be time for you to be out there, hanging out with your normal friends. Not to say cut them off, but also not to be trying to listen to their advice, listen to like your relationship is going to be so different to whether outside opinions are not going to be as helpful, because it's going to be something which no one else has ever seen before. So how can they give you advice on it? Definitely don't cut your friends off, and definitely do stay in contact and make sure that your friends are okay with this person in your life, because I think it's very important to have opinions from friends, but I also don't think that you should rely on that. You should also use your intuition and your own personal judgment, because you and this person are going to know each other in a different way than anyone else has ever or will ever know you. So it's going to be like an extreme soulmate situation. And also get with retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Disconnect from what you believe love is or could be, or those ideas that you were given as a child. Like it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the fairy tale love. It's going to be like a real love. So real love is nuanced. It's complicated. It's got all of these different factors and variables and like all these things to take into account. So it's not going to be like we met and we fell in love and it was happily ever after. Like it's going to be real. And so to like not try to put these standards on your relationship that are just not going to match, and it's going to cause you like to have internal turmoil, because you're like, well, such and such thing met and they got engaged at 6 months, then they got married at 1 year. Like don't put those constraints on your relationship. Do what feels right for you too, because again, your relationship is going to be special. We got a yes exclamation mark. Okay, pile 2, that is your reading. I'm going to go on to pile 3. All right, pile 3, this is your reading for yes or no when it comes to love or romantic love. So whatever your question is, have it in mind, and I'm going to give you the answer using the Angel Answers Oracle deck. So your answer is no. So I'm not sure if your question was, is this my person, or do they love me, or is this who I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with? But the answer I'm getting right now is no. So let's get some clarification cards. I got 2 cards for clarification, just to figure out who is this person. Like who are they? We've got all tied up in anxiety. Okay. So this person, they could either still be in a relationship and maybe you don't know about it, or they just got out of a relationship and they're not like actually ready to move on. But whatever it is, they're like still tangled up within it. It could even be somebody who works a lot and who just doesn't, like, they don't have time for you. Also could be someone who's maybe has like kids and they just, again, are really, really busy, don't have time. But whomever this person is that we're talking about, they're just not like, basically they're not free to be in a relationship with you. Then we have anxiety. So it could either be them or you that has this anxiety, like this person, especially if they're not free. So they could be sending mixed signals Like, I don't know if you've ever been with someone who has like just gotten out of a relationship, or like they have, maybe they're like starting to date and they're dating many different people, but they kind of send mixed signals and they make you feel like not a priority. And so you could be having anxiety about this relationship, or they could be having anxiety about the relationship, because like they're just not fully able to commit to it, especially when we have all tied up like that. So pile number 3, unfortunately, the answer is no. But I won't even say unfortunately, because if you're all tied up and you got other things to do, don't have time for me, then that is not an unfortunate, but that is just a thank you for letting me know type information. So whomever this person is, it seems like your relationship will probably have lots of anxiety. I'm not sure if you're committed to this person or not, but they've got many different things that they have to deal with right now. So it could cause them and you anxiety, and I'm not sure if that's the way you want to go. So I'm going to get some clarifying cards from a tea leaf. Let's see here, just to get the energy around it. So frying pan, trouble, accusations. So this person literally might not even be single, and they could be telling you that they are, but they're not. That's why I see the trouble, accusations, because, or they've got multiple people being like, hey, what's up with you? Why aren't you texting me back, calling me back, blah, blah, blah. We also have sorrow over a loss, wreath. So they could also, one of the things that could be tying them up is they could have had someone pass recently, like die recently, and it's not something that they're quite over yet, or maybe even they have maybe lost a job or lost significant amount of money. You know, the types of things that when you lose, it kind of, it affects you and it changes the way that you're acting and treating other people. So they could be going through something right now, which is not allowing their energy to be free to go towards you. Get a few more cards. We've got hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Ooh, so empaths. If you're an empath, this person, especially if they're causing you anxiety and causing your energy to be all, you know how they say sometimes empath people come towards you because they need your help? This could be one of those types of situations. Like you're having this person that may be so charming and amazing, but really what it is that they need your energy. So be careful about that when it comes to this person. And then we've got flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Yes. So it seems that with this person, if there's, especially if there's constant anxiety and disappointment, then you know, there's just going to continue to be that. Like they're just not in a good space right now to fully give themselves to you. And we've got teardrops, great personal sorrow. So again, with this all tied up and this sorrow over a loss, I'm feeling like either this person has gone through something pretty sad, like had a death in the family, maybe lost their job, or even they could have been injured in some significant way that doesn't allow them to live their life in a way that they normally do, or they could have been like psychologically damaged, you know, PTSD, like something's going on to where they're just not really ready to show you the proper love. And I feel like because of that, they could literally be giving you the same energy to you, this great personal sorrow over loss. Like you could be feeling sad being around them. Get a couple more. July. They could be, oh, maybe you met them in July because it just passed. Like somebody who's very new in your life. They could be someone who was born in July. I'm so bad with the time, the horoscopes. I always forget what month is what month, but whomever, whatever people were born in July, it could be that sign. Or you may have met them there because July was very, very recent. And then we've got skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Yeah, so with this relationship, I would definitely be careful. I would definitely pay attention to my intuition. I would also pay attention to how I feel around them, because there's a lot of sorrow and anxiety. They could literally be grieving right now. And sometimes when you're grieving, you just want to feel good. So you're going to be trying to latch on to anybody and everybody. So I would recommend just making sure you're protecting your energy and not allowing them to kind of like pull you down into their dark hole if they're, you know, kind of depressed and going through something. And that's why I see when I see hidden secrets can harm you, it's like you might be coming with this big, full, open heart, and this person's like, oh, perfect. They could be like an energy vampire. Also, if they're still in a relationship or anything like that, it could be like not a good situation for you to try to be with that person. Because who knows, like maybe their significant other can fight and you don't want to have to deal with that. Or maybe they are out here sleeping with everybody and they have STDs. It's kind of like you need to pay attention to making sure you protect yourself, because whatever it is that they are hiding can definitely affect you as well. And then I just wanted to get some cards of advice. How can we move forward in this relationship? So we got worth waiting for and flirt. So this is advice for you. It doesn't even seem like it has to do with the relationship. It seems like the angels are like, no, this is not it. Actually, let me show you what it is it. So because we have worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. Right now, you might be lonely. You might be looking for someone, which is why you're allowing this type of person in your life. This type of person who is not really ready to commit. And you're just like, whatever, I'll just take what I can get. But the angels are saying, your person is worth waiting for. They haven't come in for a reason. Like, we are working on them still. We're getting them prepared for you. Just keep on waiting. Keep on, opening your heart. Keep on loving. And don't allow people like this to, like, drag your energy down and make you, like, I think sometimes you can get in your head when the relationship isn't working out and you're not really sure why. Meanwhile, they literally got so many different things going on that you would never even be able to fathom that. But they're just kind of lying to you. So you're like, what's going on with the relationship? Meanwhile, they're lying to you and it's like messing with your head. They're saying, don't allow all of that stuff to get into your head. Move on from this relationship. Know that your perfect one is coming in. As a matter of fact, keep putting yourself out there. And that's what I see when I see flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Like, keep putting yourself out there. Your person is on the way. Like, you will be able to find them by being yourself, being your same light loving energy, and not getting like all closed up or hardened down because someone has come in with some not so genuine energy. So allowing that to like float on by. Just basically not allowing this relationship, this one is not going to work out to affect you in the long term. But that is your reading, pile 3. Your answer is no, but your person is coming and they're worth waiting for. Okay, I'll see you all in the next reading.